This is Change Your Mindset Podcast, the podcast that helps change your life by helping change the mindset of the 99% into the 1% mindset. Here's your host, Adrian Gomez.
Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of Change Your Mindset Podcast. I'm your host, Adrian Gomez. So this podcast is not going to be for the faint of heart. It's going to be straight to the point. Not going to be easy to get through for some people, but it's the truth. You got to end victim mentality. Because more and more, I see it more and more often that people would say they're a victim, that life's not fair, this country's not fair, life's against me, always blaming somebody or something. Look, this is a cruel, cruel world. If you're weak or you have that victim mentality, it's going to eat you right up. It's not going to care. It's going to keep hitting you over and over and over. And if you just stay down and not get back up, you're going to be like that for the rest of your life. You're going to be a nobody. You're always going to be a victim. You're never going to get anywhere in life. And guess whose fault is that going to be? It's going to be yours. The same person looking back at you in the mirror. That's the only person you can blame. If you want to blame someone, blame that person. Because at the end of the day, people just blame everything on somebody or something. Because at the end of the day, it all falls on you. It's your life. You do what you want. So if something's bad happening to you, that's on you. Do something about it. Stop complaining. Do something about it. For the majority of people that listen to this podcast, you live in America. Land of opportunity. You have options to do whatever you want. If you don't like your job, go on YouTube, learn a side hustle, or learn a different trait, get a different job, start a business, whatever it is. Learn something. You have the tools, but people just decide not to. People rather complain because it's so much easier to complain than do something about it. It's easy to complain. You can whine, complain. It's super easy. Anyone can do it. But it takes a different type of person to actually do something about it to change their life. And that's why this whole podcast is all about changing your mindset. Because you gotta stop being a sheep. Stop thinking like the 99% of people. Stop hanging around people that are doing nothing with their lives. Hanging with people that are never going to do anything with their lives and don't want to be anything better with whether it's jobs, success, whatever it is. Those people, you're just going to be in the same spot as them. You got to find people that actually want to do something with their lives. People that actually are hungry to actually be somebody. And you guys can grow together. But unfortunately, that's not what society tells you to do. Society doesn't want you to be the best version of yourself. Society doesn't want you to be successful. Society doesn't want you to make money. Society doesn't want you to be physically the best version of yourself. Society doesn't want you mentally be the best version of yourself. Society just wants the negative for you. And society wants you to blame everybody else, blame everybody, blame your situation, blame your job, blame your lifestyle, blame the country. They want you to blame everybody. You live in America, most of you that listen to this podcast. Do something about it. It's insane where we are right now in this world. All this propaganda that's getting pushed, so much negativity. And it's unfortunate because this is a battle a lot of us are in for the long run, unfortunately, because it's going to be a good fight for most of us. But I hope you're a fighter, because I am. Because at the end of the day, whatever you do with your life, that's on you. I understand we all have different situations, scenarios we're in life. We all come from different places, different backgrounds. We all have our own problems. Is it fair? No. But that's life. Like I said, life's cruel. Life doesn't care. Life doesn't care if whatever your situation is, your problem is. It doesn't care. It's whether you do something about it or you don't. And that's up to you at the end of the day. Whether you decide to do something about it, great. It's going to be hard. It's going to be a fight every single day. But you got to fight for what you want. Most people don't. Most people just give up. It's unfortunate because as a society, I wouldn't want people just to give up. You just have to keep going. It's not easy. If you want something in life, it takes time. You know that famous quote, Rome wasn't built in a day. If you want to see success or physical appearance change by fitness, it takes time. You can't blame anybody. It takes time. You just got to put in the work every single day. You got to stop having that victim mentality, because that's going to get you nowhere in life. You can complain and whine and say, it's their fault, his fault, my job, blah, 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 whatever it is. At the end of the day, what does that get you? Does that get you ahead? Does that put you in a better place? More than likely, it won't. Personally, I know people, I'm sure you do as well, people just complain and whine about their situation, whine about their life, about their job, and do nothing about it. Yeah, you might whine and complain and say it feels good after you let it all out. The next day, you're going right back to it. So what's the point? You can do it all over again. You just gotta figure a way out to get out with the situation you are. Stop being a victim of the society. Because those people in victim society, those people get left behind. And the people that actually do something about their lives, those people get ahead. And those people end up being somebody. I've said this before on the podcast. I had a job like everybody else. I hated it. It made me hate my life because I was doing the same thing over and over. I had no control of my life anymore. I had control of my days, the times I had to go in, out, my days off. That wasn't up to me. That was up to the employer. They controlled pretty much my life at the end of the day. I hated it. Did I complain? Did I whine? Did I say, oh, I'm a victim, this sucks, life sucks, why me, blah, 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 my scenario sucks? No, I didn't. I did something about it. I learned a new trait. I got on the internet. I learned. Became a side hustle. Eventually quit my job. Made it my full-time business. And now I control my life again. I make however much money I want. That's up to me, how hard I want to work. And I decide when and I don't want to work and when I do want to work. When I want to take vacation, when I want to visit my family, I control that. Not an employer no more. You can do the same thing. You just gotta stop being a victim and having that mentality. Because unfortunately nowadays, everyone's a victim. Everyone's life sucks. It does. But you can do something about it. But that's up to you, whether you want to or not. I'm not stopping you from having the victim mentality. That's what you want to do, by all means. But the whole reason I do these podcasts is to people be the best version of themselves. Obviously, it takes financial education. There's a lot that comes into it. But you can do it. Like I said, there's a lot of people that come into this country that are immigrants and end up starting their own businesses and becoming entrepreneurs. Some of them very successful. Some of them millionaires. It's insane that people come to this country, don't even know the language, and they're successful. That's America. Land of opportunity, not the land of victims. So, more and more people that are born in this country have that mentality of victim mentality. And like I said in the last podcast, how America's unfortunately falling apart because everyone's anti-America. And this is part of it, victim. You can be whatever you want in this country. No one controls you because you still have your freedom as of now. You still have your rights. You can do whatever job you want. You can learn whatever you want. You can be whoever you want. But at the end of the day, it's up to you. The only person that can make a difference in your life is yourself. No one's ever going to do the work for you. You have to do it yourself. Yeah, like I said, it's not easy. But hard work pays off. Always. No matter what you do. You put your head down and you work. And once you're working hard, eventually you pick up your head and you see how far you got. And you'll be amazed. It's not going to take weeks. It's not going to take months. It usually takes years. And unfortunately, people don't want to wait years. They want things now. And that's why most people get scammed or have a gambling problem, because they want quick money now. It doesn't work like that. That's how they take your money, because they know the psychology behind it. That you want instant gratification. That's what credit cards do. You want it now, you're willing to go into debt, you're willing to lose money. That's how they get you. And majority of people fall for it because they're weak-minded. It's unfortunate truth, but it is what it is. Whether you want to be weak-minded or not, that's up to you. The podcast image is a lion, like I always say. That's king of the jungle. A lion doesn't play a victim. A lion's king of the jungle for a reason. People fear the lion. If a lion was a victim, it wouldn't be king of the jungle. You should still have that same mindset. Don't be a victim. Be the best version of yourself and go after and get it. And the thing about it is, if you're one of these people that are not a victim, don't play a victim in society, you can go far. I say this by the people that play a victim mentality, those people are not going to work hard. Since you're going to work hard, you're going to outwork them, you're going to get ahead of them, and you'll go way farther than them because they're going to be way below you, still being a victim, still complaining about the job, still having the same lifestyle. Meanwhile, you're going to be getting ahead, you're going to be working hard, so you're going to be way ahead of them. And by the time you look down, that person's going to be the same spot, and you'll be way ahead. And they're going to wonder, how do you get so ahead? It's not fair. Why can't I do what you do? They're still going to have that victim mentality. But since you're going to work hard, you're going to go way farther than them in life. And I wish that upon you. Because that mentality is fading. And unfortunately, victim mentality is getting more and more popular. And it's unfortunate. Because the capitalist system rewards people that work hard. That don't complain. That aren't victims. That don't whine. Capitalism rewards those people. People that complain and whine and play victim, socialism rewards those people. And that's the route we're heading, unfortunately. Because people don't want to work. People want easy money. People think it's not fair. Why is the rich rich? It's not fair. Why can't I want to be like them? Why can't they give me their money? Yeah, it's not fair because they worked hard. They learned how the system works, how it benefits entrepreneurs, and they learned about financial education and how money works, how to use money. They're not out there going blowing money on useless items or vehicles, houses, tools, whatever it is. They're buying things that's going to make them more money. And that's what's going to separate them from you. And you're always going to be in that category, unfortunately. And if you're in that category that's going to work, that's not going to be a victim of society, every day is going to be a fight. It's not going to be easy. Till this day, I'm fighting every single day to get things done, to wake up early, to go to the gym every single day. I get up before the sun even rises. Do I want to? Of course not. Is it fun? Of course not. Would I rather sleep in? Of course I would. But I'm not going to complain and be a victim. Oh, why do I have so much weight on me? Why am I overweight? Blah, blah, blah. Why can't I be healthy? Because you don't want to do the work. You just want to be a victim. And it's unfortunate because some people don't even have limbs. And they wish they could do what the average person can do. And that's to say something. Like I said at the beginning, this podcast is not going to be a faint of heart. Yeah, it's cruel. It's tough love, though. Like I said before in these podcasts, I'm going to say it as it is. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm not going to say it's going to be easy. Everything's going to be okay. The life's going to get better. Just keep hanging in there. No, it's not. Life's cruel. And if you want to get through it, you're just going to have to keep fighting every single day. It's not going to be easy. But that's life. When life's cruel, most people just get knocked down and don't get back up. You got to get back up. That's what my dad told me. How many times you get knocked down in life, you get back up. Get back up over and over again. Most people never get back up. They just stay there and be a victim, which is unfortunate because a lot of people don't have that mentality. But hey, it's not for everybody, right? Like I said, entrepreneurship, it's not for everybody. It's not for the faint of heart. It's not for the weak-minded. These podcasts aren't for the weak-minded. These are podcasts where people actually want to do something with their lives. People that actually want to be the best version of themselves. People that want to go out and get it every single day. People like animals. They're going to keep attacking over and over and over and not going to let this world beat them up. Very few people like that in the world nowadays, unfortunately. But those people will succeed, 100%. But unfortunately, very few. But it's a good thing and bad thing for you because majority of people are not like you. Majority of people are going to be victims. And those people are going to get left behind. And those are going to be the stragglers. You can help them or you don't. I realize some people you can help, some people you can't. You can tell everyone what to do, but at the end of the day, it's up to them if they're going to do it or not. Same thing like I tell you in these podcasts. Things I tell you, whether you do it or not, that's up to you. That's your decision. I execute everything I talk about. But that's just me. Whether you do or not, that's up to you. That's your decision, your life. I'm not going to control it, but I do wish you the best life you can get because you have one life. Always say it. Don't waste it. Don't ever waste your one life because we don't get a second chance at this. So at the end of the day, are you going to be okay where you're at in life when you're all old and reflecting your life? Like, man, I had a great life. I was the best version of myself. I completed all my goals. I lived my life to the fullest. And I did everything I could have in my power. Majority of people will not be able to say that at the end of their lives, unfortunately. It's a sad truth. Some people are still going to be a victim when that happens. They'll say, wow, my life was cruel. It was unfair. They're going to keep blaming over and over and over, unfortunately. And that's never going to end. So I don't say you just got to get it every single day. Because unfortunately, nowadays society is against you, like I've said before. It's hard. It's not easy. Life's not easy. It's never going to be easy. If it was easy, that'd be nice, but that's a fairy tale. And this is the real world. So fairy tales exist in books and movies for a reason. Because you can make those up. In life, you can't. You got to work for things you want. And that's the unfortunate truth. Yeah, it's real life advice, but it's true. Like I said, I'm not going to feed you lies, tell you all these fairy tales and stuff. That's not how I'm built. And that's not what I do. I know a lot of people do that, unfortunately. They say, I can make you millions of thousands within weeks, months, years, whatever. It's never that easy. There's a lot of scams going on. I get scams, text messages all the time, my emails, phone calls. You get scams for everything, trying to take your money. A lot of weak-minded people that pay victim fall those scams, unfortunately. If it's quick money, don't fall for it. It takes hard work to get what you want in life and to be successful. If someone tells you otherwise, probably trying to sell you something to get your money and basically scam you. Like I said, not everyone's like that. There are still good people in the world. But nowadays, people just want a quick buck. And it's unfortunate because good values are fading away, unfortunately. And good people are fading away. That's why I always encourage on these my podcasts to be the best version of yourself. Because not many people are anymore. And it's sad and unfortunate. And it's sad we don't teach this in schools, in life. You know, some people do. Some parents teach you go out and get it. Some parents just tell you go to school, get a job. And that's it. That's your life. That's a waste of life, in my opinion, but that's my opinion. You're free to do whatever you do. This is America. You have the freedom to do whatever you want to do. It's up to you. Whatever you decide, that's up to you. But at the end of the day, just remember, it was your decision. Whatever you decide to do, it was your decision. Not nobody else's. It was yours. You control your life. You control your destiny. You're in control. Whether you do with that is up to you. And I know if you got in this far of this podcast and you had to listen to everything I said, like I said, it wasn't gonna be easy podcast. It's gonna be tough for some people here. Some people are probably already zoned out or took down the podcast. That's them. That's not you. Like I said, if you got this far, you're somebody who's willing to put in the work, willing to be somebody in life. And I can respect that. And I respect you if you are. And I know you are because you got this far in this podcast. Most people would have already gave up. And those people are probably the same people that are quitters, whiners, victims of society. But I know for a damn fact that ain't you. And you have my respect. Because people like you are the people I want to acquaint myself with, because those people are go-getters. And you're a different breed than everybody else. And very few people are like that. So remember that. It's a good thing, not a bad thing. No matter what people say, no matter what your friends, family might say about it, it's a good thing. You want to be different. You don't want to be average like everybody else. Average sucks. Normal sucks. Don't be that. Be the best version of yourself. You have one life. Don't waste it. Now go out there and get it. You got this. Thank you again for this podcast. As always, I always appreciate it for you taking the time out of your day to listen to my podcast. I mean, they're only there to help you out. Hopefully they do. And I appreciate it. If you subscribe on whichever platform you listen to, helps the podcast. So does the other people that people actually like this podcast, and it actually recommends it to them. So it does help me to reach out more people that I can do than by myself. So I appreciate that. Anyone to recommend to friends, I'd appreciate that as well. Thank you again. Take care, and I wish you the best. Bye-bye.
Thank you for listening to Change Your Mindset podcast. Be sure to tune in every week for a new episode. As always, change your mindset to change your life.